She's threatening rain. A couple of giant sparse drops came down. Seen a glimmer of a mountain lion right here, going through the thicket. Yeah, we're just mapping a plan in our head to come up this. I've already come up this far. There's a couple of trick spots that are hard to get by. I've already come up here. I came up to that rock garden. Getting through that rock garden will be easy. There's a couple of other tough cookies beyond that, but nothing too terrible. You know, this is a nice little easy to shoot, to come up right there. I just ran out of battery again. That's 2 batteries on this trip. You know, I might elevate that seat. I might do it just for kicks. I do elevate it, but eventually it goes down on its own. But I mean, for technical riding, it's good to be down, but we'll raise up an inch for this downhill. I see that's much better for pedaling when it's up higher. You can straighten your leg out. It could be just a touch higher, but we're good. I need to tighten that self-locking lever is not functioning. It doesn't hold the seat up. Eventually the seat slides down with time. So you need to torque with an Allen wrench. Torque it just a tiny bit so that it doesn't do that. Oh, yeah. Nice to have a high seat where you can straighten your leg out. Now, we didn't do that before because this is very technical. Let's take a look at that. We did go up this already with the dirt bike. I went up this way and I slung around it, but you could hit that first root right there, lift up the front end, and then go to. You should be able to make it by doing just that. This is a pretty tough little cookie too. This is a pretty tough little cookie. Here's how high I went just the other night. Not last night, but the night before. I went this high and stopped. I think you just shoot right up there. You can stop right up here. As soon as you get past that next tree, you can, if you're not comfortable with the line, then just stop right there. But I would try to shoot up through past that tree at your very first, get that far, and then you can work the rest of that rock garden out. Looking at it now, it looks pretty fucking easy, but when you've got a 270-pound bike in your hands with a half gallon of fuel in it, with a gallon of fuel, it probably weighs about 275. Full tank, It's a 2-gallon tank, probably 280-ish. Try to keep that gas can tank low, or keep that weight down on that bike. That's one of the trick spots right there. Heavy raindrops. This is pretty slickums, pretty easy. And this is pretty tight. You're gonna have to come up here and walk it through it with the dirt bike. Get in between those two rocks. Push off the rocks. This is a pretty tricky little area too. So I ran into these people earlier today, right here. Now see, I'm near the end of this trip. If I had a bunch of this stuff, I'd lower this seat back down. But I'm near the end. I can't be more than a quarter mile from the road probably. It's raining pretty good. You might want to put your rain gear on, I think. Here's the little trick spot. I did get stuck here yesterday. You can see that's my spin out right there. She's pretty slick and easy. She's coming down pretty good, guys. There's deer. And just going through that brush like nothing. It's just a doe. They're safe. It's archery season. Look, it just ran through this shit like nothing. You didn't even hear it. If I stopped, I wouldn't have even heard it running. You can run through there like a butterfly. See if he's watching me. He's partner might be over here. All right, well, we know where that's going to go. If I get into a staring contest with them, they'll put the whoop stick on me. It's more likely there's another one there somewhere. If it's a little baby, it'll hunk down. We get out in the open there, and we're going to feel more raindrops. And in here we got a little cover from the trees. Might have a couple raindrops on the lens too. Dude, we were up there high elevation, brother. I forgot, what's my altimeter say? 8,000? I tell you what, man. Let me see what it says right here. Because, see here. Altimeter. $72.7 right here. I forgot what it said up there. Almost 8,000, I guess, huh? I think they're off. I think it's higher than that. As long as the river's shallow, you can take your bike through. But if it's deep and it covers that electric motor or splashes up against the battery, you got issues. Yeah, she's coming down pretty good here, kids. And we're gonna be out in the open in about 3 seconds. It looks like I collected a tree here. We're gonna put our rain gear on. We're gonna be out in the open highway. So we're just gonna park our bike right here. Just like that. Stick under the tree. Take a breather. Won't shut you down. Put our rain gear on. At least our top. We'll just put our top gear on. These are supposed to be pretty partially waterproofed pants.